Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching the Season 4 premiere for Young Justice Phantoms. Now, when it comes to the Young Justice franchise, it certainly has had a lot of ups and downs when it comes to its overall presentation. From having two successful seasons on Cartoon Network, to being cancelled out of nowhere in 2012, to it being revived in 2019, to us having to wait 2 more years for the new season in 2021, and now that HBO Max has the first 2 episodes after a presentation in DC Fandom, what do I think? Well, I think it's actually a pretty good continuation of Season 3, and also it does bring with me a few concerns about how the rest of the season's going to go. Well, let's get to the story, shall we? This season's basically going to take more focus towards the characters that we grew up with in the first season of Young Justice, after some criticisms of the third season focused on a few too many side characters and felt rather scattered and unfocused as a result. So in this story, for at least the first 2 episodes, we focus on McGann and Superboy as they decide to go to Mars in order to have Superboy, ask for the blessings of McGann's parents before they get married. And Beast Boy also comes along. Unfortunately, so certain racial tensions are going on in the Mars community, as the various Martians aren't exactly very happy of McGann marrying a half-human, half Kryptonian, and they're also dealing with the crisis of the Martian king being killed. So, yeah, kind of a bad time to go back to Mars in retrospect, especially considering a Zeta tube gets blown up that makes it look initially like John Jones was killed, aka the Martian Manhunter. Granted, he wasn't, but it certainly doesn't help matters, especially when one of the side antagonists of the third season, Macomb, aka Miss Martian's brother, ends up getting help from Desaad when it comes to completely destroying the entire Martian planet, and the fact that Saturn Girl, Phantom Girl, and Chameleon Boy are also there to make things hard for our soon-to-be married couple. So yeah, a lot of characters and a lot of things are going on in these first 2 episodes, but it all feels coherent, thankfully, as the story mainly keeps focused to just Beast Boy, McGann, and Superboy, with the new characters feeling like they fit naturally in this world, especially since they're building off of one of the antagonists who I felt was a bit underdeveloped in the new Genesis storyline in the third season. Granted, I didn't think that Miss Martian's brother was a bad character, but I did feel he needed more time in order for me to actually find him as a credible threat, similar to the Light from the first season, or the Reach from the second. And while he's certainly not on that level yet, I do ultimately like how they're handling him, especially with his ties to Apocalypse. Also, Studio Mir is doing the animation for this season, and they're doing a pretty good job. Granted, there's a lot of time where there aren't any lips moving at all because most of the communication is telepathic, but for the stuff that needs to look good in the episode, it does look good. And I'm sure they're more than capable of providing some great action scenes when the episode's storylines do call for them. On top of that, it's just great to have this voice cast back, and it's great to see how far the series has gone, especially with McGann and Superboy's relationship. So, yeah. Outside of a few concerns I have, like with the amount of characters that are in this episode, I hope the season doesn't get overstuffed throughout its runtime. But aside from that, I do feel that this is a worthy return so far. But that's just for the first 2 episodes. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. But that's all I gotta say about that. So see you next time.